Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Mr. Marty!
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very much.
Now, we know Devin said he going for the knockout. Devin Haney said, even though Regis is saying that, hey, you got 15 knockouts. You ain't knocking nobody out. Devin Haney said he's going to knock Regis Prograis out. He's going for the knockout, right? Now, before we tackle that, I found the part where he meaning Regis Prograis, he was speaking on, certain things about the public school system and the experiences that Devin Haney had. And I wanted to speak on that just for a minute. This is a small little excerpt of the face-off that Regis, you know what, I'm doing way too much talking. Don't take my word for it. Roll the tape.
And I'm here to you're going to get hurt. You're going to get hurt, bro. Yeah. You never had a street fight.
You think I never had a street fight?
You said it. You never had a street fight. You've been in private school.
I ain't never been in private school.
Man.
I didn't even go to school. What are you talking about?
That's the worst.
I never even went to
That's
school.
even worse. That's the worst.
What are you talking about?
That's even worse, bro.
Exactly. So you know what you're talking about.
You ain't been in the public. You ain't been in the school system. That's even worse. You made fashion kids.
This
That's good.
I dropped down to 7th grade to be here right now.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all. That's
You're
good.
34. I'm 24.
Yeah. We in the same position.
All right. So, my thing is this. I really don't think any of that matters.
Right.
I think that it's more of a cultural issue. When I say cultural issue, I'm talking about in our community, okay, where we have this aura about us being American, about us being Black, and this is generally speaking, overall, where we use single motherhood or single parenting as a badge of honor. Like, it's cool for a parent to be single and raise kids without it being in an environment that's conducive to raising children in a two-parent household. Like, I don't understand that concept. I don't agree with it. But it happens. We all have some sort of experience with it. Those of us that are parents who have had our children or child out of wedlock, these things happen in life. What I'm saying is that shouldn't be a determining factor on how Devin Haney is going to win and or lose this fight. Either way you slice the pie, because a person's experience make them who they are, right? Good and bad. And so when Regis, this is the second time he's alluded to this, where he's keep on, basically poking shots at Devin, saying, hey, you was in you ain't even go to public school. You was raised by maybe your dad, or, you been in the gym all your life, or, you ain't never been in a street fight as a kid. Or Regis would say, I came up the hard way. I got it from the muscle. I didn't get it with a silver spoon in my mouth like you did. And so my thing is, there's no place for that in boxing, because at the end of the workday, it don't matter where you come from. If you got skills and good representation, got to include that in there. You can make a lot of money in this business, and you can go very far and be successful. And you can transition, right, outside of being successful in boxing, and you can actually transcend boxing by being involved in other endeavors to make you successful, even if you had a rough childhood, or if you didn't get into a street fight as a kid before, or you didn't get enrolled into a public school, and all these different things. So it's like that hood talk, it don't work in boxing. See, everybody want to get this street cred, like that's supposed to translate into the ring. You can name every fighter that tried to act gangster, that really wasn't gangster. When they tried that persona and got in the ring, they got knocked down, knocked out, lost, or they ain't never recovered. It just don't translate into the sport of boxing. So to me, and I like Regis, he cool, but I'm just saying we got to keep it 100 as men. It's distasteful. It doesn't make that's why I do the Town Watch check-in on this show, because it don't matter where you from. Because look, okay, let's say somebody from North Philly. Okay, people from North Philly get shot just like somebody from Florida gets shot. Okay, let's say you from Ohio. Let's say you from Cleveland. Okay, people in Cleveland, Ohio, done took a beat down on the street, just like somebody that got beat up in LA or Compton. It don't make no difference. It don't translate into boxing. Matter of fact, if you go and look at people that are from the urban community, including myself, you learn how to defend yourself in boxing, but it also teaches you the disciplines that the street life or the hood don't. So it's like that has no place in it, and it's not going to make a difference whether somebody been to public school, private school, had both their parents or one of their parents when Regis Prograis and Devin Haney step in this ring. And so I don't understand the criticism for that. In fact, I commend any father who loved their child to be able to raise their child to the best of their ability and hope and pray that their contribution as a parent, as a father, whether they're single or not, will be able to translate into the life of their child so that their child can be successful. That should be applauded. That should be commended. Not single motherhood, not being from the hood, none of that's important. And so I just wanted to say that first because that was one of the first things that, tickled my ears. Like, is Regis going to keep using this as a talking point? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Let's talk boxing.
and the reason why I think that he's using it, um, I, he understands that it's a lot of young people is into boxing now. So when we're back in the days when you like when you super fight up, like like yo, he said your mother, you know what I mean? He know what words to use. So I mean that's why I say it's good promotion because that's the day and age that we look like. We ain't come from. I'm 39 years old. You know what I mean? We ain't come from the things that they do now. You know what I mean? But that's the thing. What they say, that's the wave now. You know what I mean? That's the thing you gotta say to make the oohs in the eyes. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of young kids like to hear that, and we just know that. You know what I mean? We just know that they like to hear that. So that's why I think he's using it because everything you just said make 100% 100% fact. That's 100% fact. Everything you just said, because what do the way you've been brought up as if you went to school or not, or just what do that got to do with anything? Like, you know what I mean? You go get a whole dude that never went to school. I mean, went to public school, but he's nice with his hands. You know what I mean? So that's basically what Devin is, and so it's like it really don't have no legs, but it got legs to the community that be, the new fans that's watching boxing. You know what I mean? A lot of us, like how you said, it was distasteful in your mouth. You know what I mean? That's why I probably just overlooked it. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I understand exactly what you're talking about, because then you got some people that's probably put like this. You got somebody that probably walked away from boxing just from hearing that. That's how diehard some people is, though. Some people are like, man, you know what? You hear this shit? You hear what he just said? Man, you know what? I ain't never looking at boxing again. You got somebody around the world did that. So you know what I mean? So I definitely understand. Definitely understand where you're coming from, but I understand what he's using it for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, the irony in all that, Carl, and then I'm gonna let you go. The irony in this, Carl, is that even if he's using it as a marketing tool to promote the fight to a younger demographic, the younger demographic is not from our era, and they don't fight no more. I mean, I don't even remember the last time I have even seen a fist fight on the street, period. Let
Nah, you're
alone
right.
on TV or YouTube. All I'm saying is they don't use their fists to settle beefs. Whereas though back in the day, in our era, and some of the generations of and eras that are watching me live right now, you had to go fight the person. Yeah,
Right,
and then you shook the person's hand where I'm from, or y'all got into a fist fight, and then 2 days later y'all back on the basketball court, or we playing football again like nothing even happened a couple of days ago. I mean, I'm just saying this, but of course we're not living in that era now because there's a lot of GUN play going on, where basically most people don't know how to fight. They don't know how to defend themselves, and they definitely don't know how to box. So, even if he is promoting that to the younger demographic, there's a certain way that he could have, presented that, because it makes it seem as if he's criticizing Devin Haney in such a way where that's a bad thing. But I had Regis Prograis, strength and conditioning coach, here on the channel. Most of y'all know that. I had him here. I conducted an interview with him, and he said out of his own mouth that it's because when he said it, because he kept alluding to it, not the public school thing or getting into a fight as a kid, but what Evans was basically saying to me was Devin Haney always acting like he's from the street.
Yeah, I seen that show. I seen that one. I seen that one. And
Devin.
Like I was saying, it's the image.
Yeah,
it's the image
he keeps acting like he hood, but he's really not. So that's their way of exposing him by saying you ain't really from, the hood.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got this image going on for you, but the real, but the real you're a soft-spoken, humble kid.